Hello, I'm here to share that even as an identical twin, standing out is possible, and I'll tell you how. My twin Jolie and I played basketball in high school. We were also on the homecoming court our senior year, and we played volleyball 4 years in college. We pretty much did everything together, had the same friends, and looked and talked the same. From our toddler to our teenage years, we always heard the same thing. Jolie, Kelly, same thing. I'm here to share some secrets about identicals with all the parents, friends, teammates, coaches, teachers, and classmates who stand by and sit next to identicals. There were at least 6 sets of twins in my high school alone. I really don't think anything was in the drinking water to cause us phenom, but it was true. Nothing illustrates the fun we had as twins better than the fall of 1982. My twin sister and I were on the same basketball team, and we played in a hot high school gym in Central Florida. At practice one day, the coach threw the ball in the middle of the court between my twin and I and yelled, "Go." This was a fierce game of one-on-one. And after watching us scrap it out for 2 points, he turned to the other 12 girls, our teammates, on the sideline, and he shouted, "When are you going to play this way against our competition?" My twin wore jersey number 33 and I donned 00. We were both 5'7", brunette, and indistinguishable to our opponents, which was quite a good advantage, I must say. I laughed when the coach said this because competition and vying to stand out were pretty much natural occurrences in the Johnson household and my norm from a young age. Well, it kind of still is today, I must admit. Jolie and I have uniqueness as identical twins. The year we were born, there was only one little bit more than 1% of all US births were twins. So being identical means we share the same DNA that shows up in all aspects of our physical selves, from our voice to our teeth to our hair, freckles, heights, and more, even today. Being a twin forced me to learn how to stand out, but it would take 2 decades to learn that. Today, my career mirrors how to help founders and leaders stand out, differentiating them and their brands in new or crowded places. Despite attending the same college, those years started the building of our own worlds and the articulation of our differences. How I stand out, and how you can too, is by carrying curiosity and energy to make things happen, being assertive, doing what it takes to accomplish your goals, working smart, never looking back, and loving what you do. I love what I do. You must compete on and off the court of your choice to promote those differences. Speaking of curiosity, during the summer of my junior year in college, I fearlessly wanted to try something new. And one trip was the first time I didn't ask Jolie, and she didn't offer to come with me. I kind of carved my own path. This trip to New York marked the beginning of standing out and living a life that was unique to me. Traveling so far away to places and meeting new people excited me. In fact, today I've gone to 50 plus countries and counting, and I still have that same level of curiosity about other cultures and cuisines and currencies. So with that new mindset and motivation, I drove from Orlando to the beautiful town of Sag Harbor on Long Island, New York. I wanted to go back to our family roots from the Mayflower and my Southampton birthplace. I had heard the Hamptons were a special place, and so had tens of thousands of Manhattanites. It was an amazing summer. I've identified how, even if perceptually identical, minute differences create standout values in twins. And this, my friends, is the foundation of my book. Let me read an excerpt from Seek Your Unique. During that summer of freedom, no one knew Jolie or even that I was a twin. I didn't yet have a clue what to call this newfound independence from twindom. Other than a reinvention of sorts, this experience was so exciting. I didn't realize the impact of our separation until after a month. It would be an unforgettable summer for many reasons, but one particular life-changing event marked a revelation. A nice boy asked about my life. When I shared stories with him, my sentences began with "we." He asked, "Who is we?" I stopped and laughed, throwing my head back, and then I replied, "Of course, you don't know Jolie, my identical twin. She chose to stay in Florida this summer, and it's the first time we've been separated for longer than a week." The revelation? I've been unconsciously speaking in the plural for years. Pluralism that slowly and comfortably dissipated the longer I lived away from home. That was the last time I pigeonholed myself into thinking, Jolie, Kelly, same thing. Most people can't relate to being a twin, but they can relate to being distinct from their family members. I started to appreciate that I am a unique individual. My comfort level moved from we to me and then to I. And what an eye-opener, no pun intended. From this moment on, I made a point to seek the unique in me and in others and to ask, what sets this idea, person, or organization apart? I practiced this skill on myself for years, which led me to a career quest to becoming outstanding at finding and appreciating others' differences. Identifying differences means noticing the most minute details that many people don't see, The fight to stand out from my twin turned into a passion for differentiation. And this passion moved me into choosing a career in public relations, focusing on storytelling, understanding the big picture, and communicating the smallest differences to demonstrate standout moments and bring awareness to important things to educate and influence others. This, my friends, is part of being unique.